we keep looking for rotation and not seeing anything rotating with these storms. I know Alex has been looking as well. Let's go back in on Cordele here just for a minute, see if this looks any better, any worse. It looks broader to me, Alex.
It does, but I want to draw your attention a little further to the west there, back behind Smithville.
So this another one.
That would be moving in the same general direction where this old rotation, or the current rotation, whatever you want to call it, was just over. So, you know, the Lake Blackshear, your warning ends at 4, but keep an eye to the west because we're watching this just south of Smithville, which if I put a brief lapse on this, let's do 15 minutes.
It's going to come in from outside of radar. Well, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so it's very broad. In fact, it looks like this one now, almost to an extent, but moving in that general area. And this one started how this one looks now. All of them start this way. It starts broad and then it comes together. That's not to say it's a sure bet that we're going to get some tornado out of this particular circulation, but this severe thunderstorm warning does have that tornado possible tag on it.
Peachtree City rotation weakened, not seeing lowered CC or debris signature now. So the same thing you and I were just saying.
Yeah.
So what they have said is they're going to continue the tornado warning until 4, but there is no word on a reissuance of that. Now the Johnson-Wilkinson County part of, let's go, or see, we're on max 2 over here now, right? Okay, we got mine. All right, so this part, Wilkinson County is out of the severe thunderstorm warning. They have trimmed that off, so this is Washington pretty much only. Sandersville, Tennell, this is all coming across here with some hail in it, some gusty winds. Once again, we don't see anything rotating with this. As we go on back over to the Houston County, Twiggs County storm, South Bibb, a ton of lightning with this, for sure. Definitely after yesterday too, it's probably kind of scary, this thing coming across, but it is not rotating, and that's important. Now, I don't want to downplay straight line winds. I mean, you still have that going on. But I think we would all agree that the big problem would be a tornado, and I do not see that in any of this stuff. So far, so good with all of this. So we have those severe thunderstorm warnings, and then that tornado warning is going to go for another less than 2 minutes in Crisp County, and we'll see what they do with that. Again, the rotation has been broadening out. Of course, it's still far away from the radar. But at the very least, I would think severe thunderstorm, tornado possible, maybe something to replace it.
Yeah, and that's what those 2 warnings are down to the south. In fact,
there's
it looks like
Sumter right outside of it.
Yeah. And I'd be willing to bet I can check over here. But let me show you this, Ben. If you want to check on that, I can show you Houston County right now. This is the view from Atrium Health Navicent. This is looking south into Houston County. We've seen quite the lightning show over the past few minutes. Again, this is looking south, so this will be looking toward Warner Robins and the Twiggs County area, and you can see the westward to eastward motion of these clouds, and you can just look at it and tell it's one of those days where there's a lot going on up there, and something we're going to be watching there. But let me hop back over to radar here. Maybe you could take max 1 full if y'all don't mind, and we can check in on this warning that we were just talking about with Ben. This is this new severe thunderstorm warning for Lee County, and it also has the tornado possible, or Sumter County. Let's see if I can get it to grab Sumter County. Sumter County. That one actually does not have the tornado possible tag on it, so that's interesting. Even though we are still seeing this rotation right here just south of Smithville. This would be right in, it looks like we're in the process of getting a new scan, which is why that line is right there. And it looks like we have a new severe thunderstorm
warning. That's what
we
were thinking would replace it. Does it say tornado possible?
It does indeed. So Crisp, Dooley, Sumter, and Wilcox County. Threat tornado possible.
I like that better.
Yes. So we were talking about Cordele just a minute ago, and the particularly dangerous situation wording that the National Weather Service used, and it does look like that has the rotation that prompted that has since weakened, but they're going to let that warning go at 4, and it's going to be replaced with a severe thunderstorm warning that now we're going to include Dooley County, Crisp County, Wilcox County. Crisp County obviously already in it, but threat tornado possible tagged on that, Ben.
Gotcha. Go to max 2, please. Collinsworth, the hail core has exploded in Houston County right here. Take a look at this. You can see easily going toward 1.5 inches in diameter, maybe more. Now, we mentioned today the possibility, I know it sounds nuts, of up to baseball-size hail with some of this. So this is one of the main problems with these storms today, as opposed to being big tornado producers, thankfully. There's still a headache with these. It's all the lightning, the gusty winds, and the hail is a problem here. So this is not hail you want to be out in. This is not, hey, let me go get a video of this because this can hurt if that hits you in the head right there coming down and 1.5 inches in diameter there. So we're seeing pockets that are at least 1 inch to 1.25 inches, but that's the biggest one I've seen so far. Robbins Air Force Base with that hail core, the one that's going from Wilkinson into Washington, which is probably already there because this has been canceled for severe thunderstorm warning. These hail signatures are delayed. I know we keep talking about that, but in case you're just joining us, that doesn't mean that's exactly where it is right now. It's probably more about here by the time that data comes in. Same thing from Warner Robins to Bon Air. Move this over to the east a little bit. I know it's like salt in the wound after Bon Air and all that yesterday to now have a hailstorm coming through.
Yeah, Ben, to that note, I zoomed in really tight here. This is right along 96, headed towards Bon Air, and
take Max 1. You want to show that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can pop up Max 1 here. This is right along 96, and I want to point out, the neighborhood that sustained the damage yesterday, Satam's Landing, is right here.
It's coming right through. It's probably already over it.
Yeah, so this
right
is
now.
the south end of the base right here. This is 129. Here comes Highway 96. Bon Air down here. So the heaviest hail core, if I flip this over to reflectivity now, actually it's going to be past that. It's going to be headed over the Ocmulgee River now.
It's lagging behind.
Yeah. So, now heads up along 23 in Twiggs County. This is headed to you next. This is coming across the Ocmulgee River. But still, on the north end of 129, on the north end of the base, where 247 comes across, looking at some higher reflectivity values, this coming across the base right now, and eventually into Twiggs County here in fairly short order.
I've been looking around too, just to keep people attuned, because I guarantee you a lot of the conversation.
They're going to reissue this warning down here.
They're going to go tornado warning in Crisp again?
Confirmation of tornado on camera on the ground, 358 Cordele Coney. Yes, reissuing warning. So we're going to get a tornado warning here for certainly Crisp County, but beyond that, remains unknown. Probably parts of Dooley and Wilcox, considering they're in the severe thunderstorm warning right now.
They may just change that severe thunderstorm to a tornado warning. I don't know if they can do it that way, but
there
it goes right there. So it kind of is almost laying in the same spot, but it's actually a little bit more east-northeast as opposed to that northeast polygon. There's a lot of lines on the screen right now, but the red one's the one you need to pay attention to. So if you are in Cordele crossing over 75 right now, no one needs to be on I-75 in Crisp County right now. If you've probably no doubt seen the video yesterday from Bryan County heading towards Savannah on the 16 where all the cars were stopped on the interstate and they just let that elephant go on across. Same kind of thing with this. Nobody needs to be on, is that just a re-ding?
That's that tornado warning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. As this comes on across. Now again, we're looking at it and it looks like it's got a little bit of a dimple into it there. But we're shooting so high up, it is between radars. So by the time it gets all the way out to Cordele as the earth curves, we're seeing way up into the thunderstorm and we're not seeing what's going on at the surface. Let's see if while we're there, it's also far out too. The debris signature is hard to pick up. We did see it a little bit earlier over Lake Blackshear, but there's a lot of scattering going on out here on the periphery of the radar range. So, but at least from what they were saying, it was actually visibly verified, right? Let's see.
Yeah, observed. They have a video of it.
Okay.
We'll see. Maybe that's something in our newsroom. If y'all could hop on the interwebs and see if you could find a video out of Cordele, maybe on Facebook and Twitter. Apparently one does exist. But, I do want to point out Cordele, this is just to the south of that area, but now including parts of Wilcox County. So in Wilcox County, western parts of Wilcox County, it's time to implement that tornado action plan inside, lowest floor, sturdy structure, away from doors as windows. Essentially the goal is to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and it's in this red box right here. There's Cordele, and just over to Rochelle is where this warning is in effect. We're up in Taylor, Macon County, Houston County. You don't need to be doing that. It's just in this red box right here.
I'm looking at the tornado video right now, and it is pretty stunning.
Okay. So, yeah, maybe a note for some of our folks in the newsroom. There is a video. If we could maybe get that up so...
if anyone wants to walk into the studio, I can hand it to you and show you where it is, and you can go get it.
So we were Cordele. Cordele is the story right now, or areas around Cordele in Crisp County. It's where this tornado warning is in effect, and I didn't even look to see how long it goes until, because it's right now 4:45 through Rochelle. And Ben, actually noticing this now, down near Arabi, notice it's trying to ingest a storm there, and see if it can swallow that up into the Crisp Cordele area.
Twitter.
Let's see. So there's the rotation there. It's in the Cordele area. If you are listening to us on I-75 and you are in Dooley County headed south into Crisp County, pull off the side of the road. Get off at the next exit. Do not go into Crisp County. If you are headed north on 75, you are in Crisp County and you are south of Cordele, don't go any further north. Let this thing pass. Like Ben was talking about, the rotation signature here, maybe if y'all could come out to me on camera so I can point this out. It's hard to decipher the exact location. We don't have the bright reds and the bright greens right next to each other, but we are looking about a mile up in the atmosphere, which would put it right over the Cordele area here. And this thing is moving towards the east at about 30 miles an hour. So let's draw a track on that. This is over Cordele now, moving east at 30. So Pena, about 415, Listonia, 420, and Pitts, which is in Wilcox County, about 433. This is the same storm that came across Lake Blackshear, and we do now have confirmation that it has produced a tornado. And Ben, it looks like we're getting a radar indication of tornado over southwest parts of Cordele right now. We're getting that from the Weather Service.
Yeah, and I've seen the video of it too. It's pretty stunning coming across a dirt road. We're going to try to get that up for you in just a little bit. Newsroom's getting on that. Let me go back big picture with this here on Max 2 just to show you what we're dealing with today. It is just like an army of thunderstorms. It looks totally different than yesterday when we had the line of storms charging across and we kind of had a beginning and an end point with that. With these, it's kind of summertime on steroids here is what this is. So these things are popping up with the heat, humidity of the day. We have plenty of that. We have 80s out there with dew points well into the 70s. We actually have a heat index in some spots of 90 degrees. So it is very much kind of like a summertime environment with the exception of there is some rotation in some of these. I've just been looking in all of these though, once again scanning around, and I don't see anything rotating with any of these. So I know everybody be sitting in their spots. What about Crawford? What about Taylor? What about Upson? All these spots and everything. They're just garden variety, regular thunderstorms for right now. They're missing some hail producers. This one here in North Houston's no joke. It's putting down 1.5 inch diameter hailstones in some of the same spots that saw that damage yesterday, and that is going into Twiggs County. Hail producer going into Washington County. Not trying to shortchange that part. Also, other differences from yesterday. Notice how you'll have thunderstorms in one area, they'll kind of move across, and then you'll see a collapse in some spots. That's some good news with that some of these will get up and going, and then they'll kind of fizzle, and they get the downdraft coming out of them, and they'll collapse. We have not seen that happen yet with these, and probably won't, because there's nothing to cut off the flow of these storms. The more and more we get more and more storms to the afternoon, hopefully it will work some of this over, especially once we get towards sunset, which is still a long way away.
And Ben, that tornado watch, in fact,
New severe thunderstorm.
Yeah, so that includes North Macon. This is that storm in Crawford County headed towards Lizella. This is going to include West Bibb over towards Bass Road, that edge there. And this warning is going to be for 1.25 inch size hail, so that's about $0.5 sized hail, winds of about 60 miles an hour. That's Bibb, Crawford, and Monroe until 5 o'clock. Also, a quick note:
not rotating. We want to point out too. It is not. There's no tornado in that.
Yeah, you can look at this here, and you can see no signs of circulation. Right. So that is a purely severe thunderstorm warning. But this down here in Cordele is our active tornado warning. Ben, I just shared that video on my social media channels. If you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, you can see that video there. I know our newsroom is working on getting that up on TV, but if you are anxious to see that, that is Crisp County. And like Ben was saying, it's crossing a dirt road. Pretty spectacular video there. That happened somewhere between Lake Blackshear and Cordele. We are hopeful to get an exact location on that, but that is very clearly a tornado on the ground there. Also, quickly to note, we did see a lot of hail in Houston County, starting to get some reports out of there. I
have lost hail capability.
Hail capability. I have as well.
I'm not sure where that data has gone.
Let's see. It looks like it went out, because I can go back a little bit and get it.
Okay, well, maybe it'll come back in. If anyone well, it looks like, is that now? That is now. Okay, so if you go back and go forward, you can grab it again. Yeah. But our IT people, keep an eye on that in case we're losing data on that. We may need to get in touch with the folks because we're going to have this hail data today.
Yeah, but dime-sized hail has been reported in Warner Robins. That was about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, let's go full Max 1. And you can keep talking, Alex. I want them to see, though, what you're talking about. And you can see between Warner Robins and Bon Air. I really do think that is a true lag behind, though, because I think it may even be almost out of Houston County by now. But we're seeing a delay in this data for whatever reason.
Yeah, and Ben, on the reflectivity, you can kind of see the hail core here. That's on the north end of Robbins Base. Whenever you get these higher values, and oh, that's not the right, I meant to grab this pointer here. This right here is what we believe to be the hail core, and that is what would have produced that dime-sized hail in Warner Robins. And it looks like...
Yeah, so it's way past Warner Robins to Bon Air.
Hey, Ben, let's slide back down to Cordele. The Weather Service pointing out a new circulation that's forming on the north side of Cordele.
I'm struggling to see it.
Let's see.
It's just so far out. You can go to base velocity and maybe pick it up a little better.
Yeah. I assume what they're talking
That
about...
little dimple to the west of Cordele?
Yeah, I assume they're talking about this because they say northwest of Cordele near Drayton Road and Mile Pond Road. So this would be, this area is in the tornado warning. And Ben, I'm thinking out loud here, I haven't seen this velocity signature update in a few minutes, or the velocity data. Let me look at another source here and see if we are lagging behind, because I think that might be a possibility here. Let's see.
Well, so at least reflectivity is current? Let me see. We're looking to see if we have somehow lost some connection with some of this.
411. It looks like, I wonder if the issues is with the actual radar, because I'm looking at this on radar scope, Ben, and I'm also looking at data from 354, and it is now 412.
Wait, on radar scope?
Yes.
I have current data.
Let's see.
I'm up to 411.
Let's restart it. Hey, I tell you all what in the control room. Let's send this over to Max 2, and I'm going to restart our software here on Max 1, and then we'll come back to Max 1 and restart the software on Max 2 to see if that can
it'll
help.
grab it again.
Yeah. Let's see if this will do the trick. Okay, so we are doing this now. So again, this tornado warning near Cordele, if you're in Cordele, tornado safe space, as we've been saying. Wilcox County also included in this warning, and far southern portions of Dooley County. So Unadilla not included in this. It's going to be just for far southern portions. And I'll tell you what, Ben, I do have Max 1 back up. So
Already?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is the data current?
It is loading now. Let's see.
All right, so once again, while Alex is talking, just to show you again that everything else that we're seeing out there, and there's a lot of thunderstorm coverage on the map, is not tornadic. Again, we keep looking at it, and it just simply means that the only tornado situation that we have is what is in Crisp County right now. All of these other thunderstorms are not tornadoes.
Yeah.
These are severe thunderstorm warnings, a couple of them out there, but they are not rotating. That doesn't look all that impressive there, but
yeah, but I do think this is a different scan. I was just looking at it on the storm relative, and that looks far different from what it did just a moment ago.
yeah. All right, so did you just go out of Max and back in?
Yeah, I did. So we'll keep this on Max 1 for a second. Ben's going to do the same thing to his computer that I just did to mine that helped us out. But again, Cordele and this area here near Cordele, it looks like they just updated this warning. No, they updated another warning. Severe thunderstorm warning for Sumter. So that's just outside of our area. That's Americus there that they're talking about. But this is the Cordele area now. And again, so let's see if we can get some more streets in here, because this is about to cross 75, right where 257 parallels. This is going to be just north of the Cordele area. And I can get you some more specific roads here. If you are in Cordele and you are... Let's see if it wants to load here. Cemetery Road, Farmers Market Road, Tremont Road, Pena Road. Let's see what we've got in here. This is Saddle Creek Drive, Wanda Road, Hill Road, Oliver Court, Old Blackshear Road. This is going to be right in the vicinity of exit 104. There just to the north of the Crisp County Cordele Airport. Also exit 102, I believe.
Looks like our other severe thunderstorm warnings have dropped off with the exception of Crawford, Monroe, and Bibb.
Yes, they expired at 4:15, yeah.
All right, so the only severe thunderstorm warning outside of this Cordele situation is the one leaving Crawford, heading into southern Monroe, West Bibb. So you're talking about West Macon, North Macon, if it holds as severe. Some of these, though, could collapse at different times today, which would be a good thing. Again, looking at it with velocity, it looks like my data is back up as well. I don't see, well, I still don't have hail.
I don't as well.
No, you do.
Yeah, but so when I click on it the first time,
Oh, you have to go back to grab it.
you have to go back, and I don't know how far back I'm going in that sense.
Well, if anyone back in the control room area can find Brian, and we can get on the horn and ask to see about our hail data with IT on that, see why that is cutting out.
I can also check on this computer over here, Ben. Check the VIL. Yeah, and it does look like there is some that we're not seeing on this computer. So yeah, if we could check in on that, that would be.
Well, that's one of the main features of these storms today is the hail.
Yeah.
Let's go back to max 1 or 2 Collinsworth just for a second, because the map will look so busy out there. But then
There's a new warning.
what is that one? Okay, they just jump back on. It looks like it's Twiggs Wilkinson only maybe now.
Houston Twigs, a little bit of Houston, but most of Houston is not in it.
Let me take the lightning off too. I
yeah.
want to show you what this looks like without all that busy lightning, so you can see with the rain. Sometimes it gets so it's hard to figure out what's what out there. So,
But Ben, this severe thunderstorm warning does have a considerable tag on it for a damage threat. This is for hail, almost 2 inches in diameter. This is winds of 60 miles an hour, and this warning is going to go until 5 o'clock. Again, this is mainly Twiggs and Wilkinson. I know some people in Houston County might be getting the alert because a very small part of Houston County is included in that. And let's see, let me drive this radar back up here, and you can kind of see Houston County. And again, the lightning, gosh, yeah, it essentially includes Robins Air Force Base, and that's it for Houston County. This is going to be a Jeffersonville storm now, and I know we sustained some damage out in Jeffersonville yesterday.
Washington County again. That is
this one here.
Underneath Sandersville, Tennille area. That is going to be.
Ooh, look at that feature there.
Yeah, let's check that.
Yeah.
Looked kind of like it had a little bit of a hook to it, but
Yeah. Whatever velocity signature that was, which was not impressive at all, isn't co-located with the
hook.
storm. So yeah, I wouldn't be.
All right, so these are, again, once again, I can't drive it home enough, especially after yesterday. If anything you hear from us today is that we're trying to find the good news part of all this stuff, and all of this that you're seeing on your screen right now, none of this is tornado stuff, okay? The only tornado warning is down in Crisp County, and we're following that very closely. But for all of the core of central Georgia, these are, for the most part, normal thunderstorms. That a couple of them are a little bit stronger with wind and hail, and I have zoomed in on those 3. And again, if you are in Crawford County, southern Monroe, here getting into Lake Tobosoffke again, heading in toward Macon, West Macon, North Macon. For the most part, this is going to be one if you just stay away from the windows, hang out, do what you're going to do inside. The wind, and if there's a little bit of hail that comes through with that as well, we'll just get it on through there. Again, I'm not seeing anything rotate with any of these. So if, especially given yesterday, and then we've had some schools that have let out early today, I want to drive home that these are not tornadoes. These are severe thunderstorm warnings, which are still not good, but it's not at least rotating there.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, just to jump in with an update on Cordele, the National Weather Service has just confirmed a confirmed tornado is over Cordele, moving east at 20 miles an hour. So that's that rotation right there. In the video we saw, this kind of makes sense in the sense that we're still looking probably a little less than a mile up now, and then that tornado was very thin. So we're not going to see the very tight rotation at the surface this far away, and it looks like we just took a power hit.
Yeah, we did.
At 13. But a confirmed tornado over Cordele now, and Ben, a new tornado watch was just issued.
I saw that for East Georgia.
Yes.
That's outside of our area. That's more Valdosta, Savannah, into South Carolina.
Let's see. Yeah, so let me send this back over to you, and maybe I can punch up the tornado watch so we can see our area too, because we are all in a tornado watch, and let me see where this new one is.
Yeah, you can take me back over here, Collinsworth. Yeah, sorry for all the back and forth, but this is the big picture just to show you again. You can see all the severe thunderstorm warnings. There is the only tornado warning. This is a tornado watch. That means we're watching for the possibility of tornadoes, but we do not see any in here. This is another tornado watch, but that's going away from us. I wanted to show you back here in Alabama, severe thunderstorm watch, and the actual front is back here. That's what has to get through here before all this is over, and that is late tonight into the overnight. So let's do a little bit of, if you're probably sitting there going, good grief, how long does this go on? Well, the threat for today is a level 3 like yesterday, but that's where the similarities end. Otherwise, these storms are not the same kind of thing we saw yesterday. I'm going to show you a couple of, let's do the high-res model first, all right? So this one, I'm going to show you the same time frame. You can look at the timestamp at the top on the timeline. And it shows as we get on into 5, 6 o'clock, these things kind of gelling together and then maybe kind of rolling, and we'll still have to watch, especially some of the ones that are on the bottom. Maybe we'll see if some of those still want to rotate, basically kind of where they are in Crisp County now. The rest of them up on top are mainly just severe thunderstorm warning hail producers. This takes us into 11 o'clock, midnight tonight. We'll have to wait and see if this is actually still thunderstorms that are severe. There have been some disagreement going back and forth. Well, actually, we're agreeing, but we're all as far as confusion as to whether this stuff late tonight, even midnight to 3 in the morning, is that's just rain. Sometimes that high-res model can blow it up to look a little worse than this model. So here's a look at the graph, and it shows as we go into 7, 8 o'clock, all this stuff sort of gelling together and then kind of darting down toward the southeast. And this is past sunset now. And hopefully at that point, if this is the model I would like to be true, because then that means we have worked the atmosphere over, and then late tonight, nothing. So we would be basically done within the next 4 hours or so, 3 or 4 hours, and everything will start moving away east and southeast. And you can notice that's the effect of washing the atmosphere over, and then it cancels the rest of it out until that front comes through. So that's the one I'm wanting. And as far as the big picture now, let's see if it's even looking like it's still way too early for that sort of thing to happen. But to take that model visualization into effect here and kind of take all this, kind of gel it together, and then sort of slide it away like that, and it kind of scours the atmosphere out. Now, we also still have all these storms back here. Some of these are going to remain below severe limits up in the Atlanta area here. And then, so sometimes, again, we may have it working in our favor. That if we get all this through, get all the loud noise and the rain and kind of work a lot of this energy out of the atmosphere and then get towards sunset when we start to bring these numbers down, maybe the instability will come down enough that we can start seeing this fade away. So go ahead, Alex.
Hey, I wanted to draw your attention, Ben, now to the crisp Dooley County line where this tornado warning is, right along Georgia 257 here. This is going to be just to the east of Interstate 75. It looks like this rotation signature is trying to cross into Dooley County there. This is what the National Weather Service is calling confirmed right now. And if I flip over to the correlation coefficient, there's only 1 pixel there that goes down, so I'm not sold on that being a debris signature. But if I flip it back over to the radar here, this little notch, a little concerning. So if you are in far southwestern, or southeastern rather, Dooley County, right along Georgia 237, this would be, let's see.
Hey, just real quick. Alex, they're going to need one of the maxes for our vendor to get into.
Yeah, so max 1, let's take, so that you can stay on max 2.
All right, so all right, let's take me over here, Collinsworth, then, so we can get our IT help on 2. We'll take 2. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. All right. Go max 1. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to catch you into the chat here. Let me get you back on something that you can see other than this. Yes, go ahead.
Ben, also, if you can drive that in toward Jeffersonville on the velocity signature.
Yeah, I saw that. There's some strong winds in there.
Yeah, Courtney was just texting me.
It's also getting pretty close to that radar side. I wonder.
Yeah, and you know what? That looks a little different there. I'm looking at this on our third-party platform, and there seems to be a bit of a rotation signature just to the east of Warner Robins in Twiggs County that would be associated with this storm.
I see that too, but I can't tell if that's really what that is.
Yeah, let's see. I'll put that in motion. Yeah. Let's see.
We're starting to see a gap between 2. Let me show you this. If you look at I'm going to take the lightning off here and look on the big picture. Seeing kind of a gap here between this part and this part. This is all kind of starting to gel together, and this is doing its own thing down here, and we're seeing this either move up toward the north or just fall apart here from Perry on down to Cordele there. So we'll see how this morphs. It kind of has that shape that the graph model was showing, where everything starts to kind of gel together and then gets that movement as a group to eventually move on out. But you can